5 amazing things you can learn from the book Think Straight. Number 1. Knowing yourself is the step 1. Step 2 is implementing all that knowledge. In this, the author says that you should know about your values, you should know about your skills, you should know what are wisdom, what are the qualities you have, your weaknesses, your strengths, everything you should know. The reason behind it is he gives an example that previously his ex-girlfriend, she was the person who used to love travel, who used to go out from a particular place and travel a lot, who loves to stay outside. On the contrary, the author, he was a person who liked to stay at home, who liked to be with his friends, with his family only. So because of these differences, their relationship ended. And with this example, he states that a person should know what are the qualities he or she likes, and they should know their weaknesses, their strengths also. Like for example, if an opportunity comes into a person's life, they should first examine whether this thing is suitable for them, suitable for their, according to their strengths and weaknesses. If it is so, then go for it. And if it is not so, then avoid that opportunity and wait for some other ones. Always know yourself. It is the first thing. And step 2 is implementing on that knowledge. Number 2 is take your time to think. In this, the author shares a story of one of his favorite thinkers named Derek Sivers. He states that Derek Sivers used to get a lot of emails because of being a public figure, and because of replying to those mails, to those messages in the social media, hours, mainly he stated that about 8 hours a day used to go in replying such messages only. And because of this, he became very frustrated, and he decided that he will be cutting off himself from all the social media, from all these email platforms and all, and will be becoming unreachable to the people. This was his very first reaction. While the other reaction which he had was, after some time, he haven't implemented on his first reaction, he waited, and then his next reaction was he can still be reachable to the people by not giving replies. Means he will be in the social media, there will be email of his, but he will be not replying to those emails, he will not be active in the social media. And he was very happy with his second decision. So what the author wants to say is, take your time to think. It's okay if you say I don't know. It's okay. He says that it is okay if you say I don't know, I will take time and I will reply you soon. It's okay. Instead of saying yes, like instead of committing someone that yes, I will come there, but not going, it's a bad thing, it's a bad etiquette. Instead of this, take your time to think and then reply accordingly. This is the step 2. Take your time to think. And number 3 is, if you want to look straight, discard all your assumptions and look only at facts. Now, in assumptions, things like some beliefs, some assumptions, guesses, these all things comes. While in facts, researches, experiments, observations, this comes. So the writer says that instead of believing on assumptions, believe in facts. Like if you are going to have a startup, are you just thinking that it will be solving the problems of the people, or it actually is doing it? If you have made an art, do you think that it is good, means people are liking it, or it's actually good, it's actually liked by the people? Don't assume, don't work on assumptions, work on facts. He also states that sometimes it happens that you have to take quick decisions, and in this your gut feeling is required. So it's a different thing, but mostly work on your facts, not assumptions. This is the third point. And number 4, it's don't ask why. In this, the author shares his own story. He says that he was very lazy in writing or replying to emails. So what usually he used to do is, in the recipient column, he just used to write the first letter and tap enter and just send the mails, whatever the content may be. And because of this, sometimes he used to get very funny responses also. But he states that once, because of this laziness, he lost $150,000, $150K. He lost because of his laziness. What he did was, there were two clients. Let's call them client A and client B. So client A was his old customer, but client B was the new one. So what he did was, the product proposal, the price proposal of a certain product which he prepared for his old customer, that is client A, mistakenly he sent it to the client B. Now basically he was like, client A was his old customer, so the price was discounted, while for the client B it wasn't so. So when the client B saw this price proposal, he became very angry and he cancelled the deal, because of which he lost $150,000. He lost the deal. So what author says, that he knew that he was lazy. So instead of asking why he was lazy, don't ask why. Instead of asking why he was lazy, author says ask what you can do to overcome your weakness. If you have found your weakness, never ask why I am so. Instead ask what I can do to overcome this weakness. This was the fourth point which the author shared. And number 5 is don't look back. Number 5 is don't look back. Now it doesn't mean पीछे मुड़ के देखना. It means don't spend your time living in the past. Author says that too much living in the past becomes an obstacle for living in the present. He says that when we go for any family vacations, for any functions, for holidays we go, there we take millions of photos which we are not going to look back again. We are not going to look back those photos again, but still we are investing our time in capturing those millions of photos. Instead, he says that it's okay to take 1 or 2 family photos, some selfies, it's fine, but try to live in the present moment. In this moment, spend the time living in the present moment rather than living in the past. Because he also says that you are not going to view the old iPhone which you have kept in the drawer. You are not going to wear those old clothes which you have kept in your drawers. You are not going to view any such things you have considered in the past. So avoid living in the past and try to stay as much as you can in the present moment. So these were the 5 things which the author has shared in the book Think Straight. I hope you have liked the video, and if you have liked it, do let me know in the comment section below. And if you are liking the content, please subscribe my channel as well. Thank you so much for listening.